Good evening. Welcome to Fire in the Grape.
Hi, I'm Erica, Executive Chef at Salt Creek Grill, here known as The Fire, and you can find me on social media as The Monday Baker. And here we have...
I'm Hugh Preece, owner, operator of Salt Creek Grill Restaurants, and I am The Grape, and you can find me on social media as Fermented Boss on Instagram.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. How
Welcome
was your
back,
Thanksgiving?
everybody. It was fantastic. We had a great Thanksgiving. How was yours?
It was wonderful. Thank you. I was here working with
I.
you. And it's a long day, but it's a great day. It's
it was
a
fun
very
day.
Gratifying day.
We spend it with our work family and then with our home family. So
yes, you make a lot of people happy on that day.
A lot of gobble gobble. Hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. We're happy to have you back here with us.
We hope you missed us as much as we missed you.
Absolutely. Today we have something great along the lines for our guests here. We've been talking about all new menu items that we've had since this fall winter menu rollout, and today I'm going to surprise you. I have one of our signature market steaks.
Awesome. So
can you guess which one I have for you?
Well, let's talk about the market steak, and then then I'll guess what cut you have from me.
Okay.
So the market steak is an item we put on the menu so that we can order the best priced meat out there. So get the highest quality with best value, so that we can in return pass that along to our guests.
Fresh cuts that are our favorites and a lot of our guests' favorites as well. And then we get to try a lot of new cuts that we have not had on the menu before. So it's a lot of fun.
Yes, and our meat purveyor is Barola, and they top notch and quality. We'll actually be doing a visit in the
near future.
In the near future, yeah, probably come January. But yeah, so let me guess the cut.
Guess the cut.
So on our menu we have a filet, we have a New York, and we have a flat iron steak. So I know those are out. So
what will be the new one?
Well, a T-bone would be kind of like the best of both worlds, right? I would get a New York and a filet all on one, but I don't think it's that. That's a pretty big cut. I can't guess. Tell me, chef.
Well, we're going to do a ribeye, a nice, beautiful 16-ounce ribeye. This steak just melts in your mouth. It's so delicious and amazing. It's like butter.
So
yes, happy?
So I'm very happy. So the ribeye is a well marbled cut of meat. We are going to grill it?
No, we're going to pan-sear this one.
All right.
We're going to add some herbs, some rosemary, and some thyme with a nice garlic butter to give it a little bit more flavor, and just a simple pan-seared. We're going to serve it with some roasted potatoes and some greens.
So pan-searing, so normally we cook over mesquite wood, so that's going to give you the sweet, smoky undertone. So we're not going to get that in this steak because it's going to be pan-seared. But in the searing process, the pan you heat up ahead of time, and then you add the meat to it. Sears the exterior immediately, so it locks the juices in. Just very similar to how the grill works on the high heat. And then we're going to add fresh rosemary,
thyme, garlic butter,
and butter.
Yeah, roasted garlic to it. So to get all those beautiful aromas that we love, but a different kind of way this time.
I'm loving it, and that high heat's going to melt that fat, so it's going to render that fat down, making the the protein of that steak just sweet, juicy, and yeah, I'm very excited.
Yeah, I'm going to add a little bit of my spice rub to it, just to give it an extra layer of flavor, and I hope you enjoy it.
Excellent. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to select a bottle of wine that's new to our wine list to go with this new food item.
Can't wait.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Let me go grab the wine, and we'll come back and taste it together.
We'll see you soon. We'll be right back.
Cheers.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
What do we have here?
So, Chef, this is one of our new wines to our menu. It's Chateau Peyrat Graves Rouge. It's a red blend from Bordeaux. Graves is in the southern point of Bordeaux on the left bank. So this producer uses concrete taints
interesting.
For the wine, keeping it to its natural state, not being influenced too much by wood. This wine's very simple philosophy on the wine producer, but the wine itself is, I mean, you're getting red fruit, you're getting
Absolutely.
Dark fruit, you're getting spice.
I get the spice. Very little floral hints, maybe.
So you're getting that fruitiness on the palate, but you're getting a lot of minerality as well in this wine. And I do get some floral notes.
Yes.
Not on the palate, but on the nose.
On the nose, absolutely.
It's
beautiful.
Yeah. It's a beautiful wine. It's an easy wine. It's an everyday wine. The price point's very value friendly. So you're getting great quality and high value.
I think that is a beautiful way to introduce people to Bordeaux and other regions that they're not used to. It's nice and easy, and it prepares you to go to the next level on stronger ones. It's very light. It feels light.
Yeah, and it's silky and sexy.
Yes.
So
silky and sexy. I like that.
Bordeaux's been around for centuries, and the wines coming out of there have always been looked upon as high quality, but the price point has recently shot up, so it intimidates people. But the varieties in this it's a Merlot based, so I believe it's like 80% Merlot.
Okay.
And then the rest is made up of Cabernet Sauvignon.
I love the punch of tartness that it has.
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
It is a beautiful wine. It's super cost friendly. We do serve it by the glass. It is on the more expensive side of our glass wines, but for Bordeaux, costing about $60, in a restaurant, it's a great cost value.
It's delicious.
For a wine. And I think this is going to pair well with the ribeye because of that fattiness. You get the tannins, you get the acidity in this wine, the minerality, the spice.
Yeah, I think that acidity is going to play so wonderful with the fatness of the ribeye. Absolutely.
Yeah, and I didn't even ask you what sides you're serving with it, but this alone with the steak is just, for me, is going to be a perfect pairing, and I hope you enjoy it too.
Well, let's get to cooking.
All right, so we'll be right back while we go and sear up a steak.
Salud.
Salud. Chin chin.
We'll be back.
2, 3. Welcome back. Whoa, what do we have here, Chef?
Here you go. So, the 16-ounce ribeye steak, lightly rubbed, a house-made spice rub. We have some garlic potatoes, and we have our Brussels sprouts. A little bit of roasted garlic, thyme, and garlic butter.
Roasted garlic, that's a killer for me. I love it. I love it. Killer in a good way. So, you mentioned our house rub. So our house rub was created by Chef Erica here. Tell us what's in that house rub.
I wanted a little bit of sweetness and spice to put in this rub. So it has it starts with a base of brown sugar. It has coffee crust. It has a little bit of cayenne pepper, and it has red pepper flakes, and it has a lot of aromatics, a lot of herbs in it as well. But you can get that sweetness and the heat when you take a bite of the steak. It's beautiful. I find it super delicious for this cut of meat.
And it also just develops this crust. So the pan-searing is going to give you a crust on the outside. This is just going to give you another layer and extra firmness because of the sugar in there.
I wish they could smell it.
It's going to caramelize, and it's just going to crunch. So it's going to give you complex texture. So you're going to have a crunch when you bite into it. So I'm very excited, and a lot of heat. Not a lot of heat, but a lot of spice.
A good amount of spice. Yeah.
When you
a
bite
hint
into
of heat. I think that you're going to enjoy it, and I think we're going to love it with this wine.
I'm looking forward to it. So let's get out to divvying this out.
I think we needed a bigger plate today.
Yeah, I think we do, but small bites is what everyone says, right?
Small bites.
I don't think I've taken one yet since we
Go
started.
right ahead, sir.
So, and I know we've done market steak in the past, but that's wasn't when it was on our menu. It was just we would run steak special on a Saturday night, Friday night, and now we have a market steak every day. So, let me give you a little piece of garlic.
Oh, thank you. This garlic is so beautiful. It spreads like butter. We roast it here with herbs and extra virgin olive oil. We roast it for around an hour to make sure that it's just like that it spreads like butter. We use it for different dishes.
As I'm cutting into this, there's a beautiful marbleization. It almost kind of sections off the different parts of the meat. It's almost like a quadrant of the sectors. So she's going to take a picture of it, and then we'll show you what's left of it. You can see 1, 2, 3, and there was a 4th one right here.
And they're so tender.
Yeah, so these potatoes are very crispy, and they're smothered in
garlic butter.
Garlic butter with some shallots in it and some seasoning. And then I've gotten a piece of steak that has a little of that roasted garlic on top of it. So I'm looking forward to it. So,
I hope it makes you dance.
You know, Bordeaux and red meat are a classic pairing, but there's some things in how we prepared this that made me steer toward this more than just a classic pairing. And it's all the fresh herbs. I think it's going to brighten up this wine.
And I think that the Brussels are perfect for it. The chart on the Brussels matches a little bit of the chart on the steak, and the potatoes are so fresh and vibrant that it just blends it all together nicely.
So the steak is very tender. You can get the fattiness from the butter that it was finished in. You get a little crunch from that seasoning, that crust. The pan crunch is very juicy. Mm-hmm. And it's loaded just with all these different flavors. And then with the garlic, potatoes, and the Brussels sprouts offering a little earthiness to it, helps bring out the forest floor that you capture in this in this wine. And that acidity and minerality just really pops in this wine, really cleansing that palate and begging me to take another bite.
I love the herbs. I really do. The combination of it with the wine, it just pops up open. So many happy things are happening at the same time.
Yes.
We added a crust to the steak, but it's not even needed. The steak is so tender and so juicy. Mm-hmm. And all that marbling running around it that you really don't need anything else but a little bit of salt and pepper with it. But I love it with the rub.
So I love this pairing. You know, the Brussels sprouts, the potatoes, the fresh herbs, the steak itself. It just really, and this wine, they just really pair well together. They're harmonious, as I always like to say. Like I said, those fresh herbs are really, really brighten up this wine. You get the fruits from the wine here. You get a little spice. The spice are a great complement to each other.
And the roasted garlic, I love the roasted garlic too on the steak.
Yeah, it's beautiful. You outdid yourself, Chef. So we're so happy to be back, and I'm very happy that we started with this.
Just for you.
Coming back. Remember to please like us, follow us on YouTube. Shoot us some notes if you want to see something different that we haven't done. We've pretty much gone through our whole menu, so we're going to start getting more creative and going beyond that and showcasing some items that we do as specials here, or just items that are our favorites.
And they go well with the season.
Yes, absolutely.
It's a pleasure cooking for you as always. We love having you here with us.
Yeah. So remember to follow us on social media. You are
The Monday Baker, and you are
Instagram, and I am the Fermented Boss on Instagram as well.
You can find us always here at Salt Creek. Come by Princeton, visit us, And we'll hope to see you soon.
Yep, hope to see you soon. Be safe
Salud.
out there during this holiday season. We'll see you next week. Chin chin.
Salud. Good.